What's up, freestyle family? Queens, how y'all doing? Kings, y'all doing all right? I hope that everyone is doing and being amazing. Let's get into our message for today. Let's talk about it, family. Have you ever heard someone say, especially in a romantic relationship, let's just start right there, I need someone to be my peace? I know I've heard it said before, especially with men. Not to say that women don't desire this, because as a woman, I absolutely desire a man to be peace. If he's going to be in my life, he has to be my peace. But I notice even my guy, he says, hey, I appreciate you for being my peace. And I'm glad that I can be that for him. But this is the thing. In order to be someone's peace, you first have to be at peace with yourself. And it goes both ways, because even if you're being somebody's peace, hey, you need them to be your peace too. So let's talk about that today. In order to be someone's peace, you have to be at peace. That is so important. I know a lot of times I talk to people about self-care. I talk to people about self-love. All of that is the same thing. All of it falls in the same category. In order for you to be at peace, you have to love on yourself first. You have to care for yourself first. Because remember, you can't even extend it to someone else until you first extended it to yourself. Love, peace, all of that. Care. So this is the thing. How do you feel when you have a mate or someone in your life, and you may be doing everything you can to be their peace, because you just probably want to be a peaceful person yourself? But how do you feel when it's not reciprocated? I remember speaking to someone, and I knew this couple. I saw them and I realized, the different personalities. It's okay to be different. Different is okay. But I realized that we'll just say the feminine in this relationship was more, let's say, feisty, more confrontational, just a lot of different things. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm just giving you a description. The male, the masculine in the relationship was more laid back. He was more, as I call my son, mild-mannered. Things really didn't ruffle his feathers as fast as they ruffled the feminines, or maybe it's just the reactions she gave and the responses he gave. But when I looked at that couple, I realized something in looking at them. I realized how important it is for you to be at peace in order to be someone else's peace. Because what I've witnessed, not only with that couple, with people, sometimes you have those dynamics, right? But if one person is constantly trying to be peace to the other person, and let's just say they're just not a peaceful person, they just move different, they react, they don't respond, and this person, the person that's doing these things, probably unbeknownst to them, they're not realizing that, hey, in order for this person, your mate, because we're on relationships, romantic relationships, to be your peace, how can you not realize that you have to be peaceful as well? Nobody walks around happy, smiling, cheerful, excited, whatever, all day long. Nobody does that. People don't even normally wake up like that. You know what I'm saying? It takes some work. It takes some time. And I'm speaking for myself. So therefore, you have to work on keeping peace in the environment. It's more than just, hey, I'm being this person's peace and they're being my peace. The environment has to be peaceful. And when you see that a person maybe is more mild-mannered, they're trying to keep you at peace, it's like you have to do some work on yourself as well. Because to me, that's where I see how codependency kind of creeps in. If one person always, for example, I knew someone, the male always, or maybe it was the feminine, always had to calm down the other party. Nothing wrong with it if that's your thing. But always is such a, I don't really like to use that term, but what I'm saying is more often than not, there was always a situation where this person had to keep the other person peaceful. Now, mind you, as a person that has experienced that and as a person that has done that to other people, I'm just being honest right now. It takes a lot out of a person to be peaceful with a person that's not peaceful. Mind you, if you want somebody to be your peace, you have to be their peace too. Because nobody walks around happy, cheerful, in a good mood all the time. But you still see this person extending their energy to help you be at peace. I'm just saying, can you not extend it back? I don't know if anyone has ever been in that situation in a romantic relationship, but let's just talk about family, because I'm going to be honest, many of us have family that we just can't fool with. Let's say it like that. We can't fool with them. We can't hang around them, not because they're evil, anything wrong with them, but when I say peace in the environment, peace within a person, listen, you don't have to be the Most High to read energy. You should be able to see when you're around certain people, whether it's family or friends, when there is no peace in that person or in the environment. I'm sure we all have ran into someone that we just could see there was no peace within them and we couldn't hang around them, even if it was a place, a job. And I'll be honest, as a parent, I can remember days as a single parent working in school. My son was an athlete, so we're at every basketball tournament in and out of town, all this stuff, and I still got to be me. I still have to live my life. I didn't realize at the time, but it was very chaotic. Not from the surface. You couldn't look at it and see it. But what I mean is my life was moving so fast. There was not peace. There was no peace. And in terms of there being no peace or very little peace, which in order for me to have gotten it at the time, I would have had to take time for myself. Practice that self-love and that self-care. And I was not doing it, if you want me to be honest. So the thing about it is, I can see how me not being at peace trickled into my environment, whether it was my mood, the things I would say, my attitude. Because I wasn't at peace, it affected everyone around me. It affected my son. It affected my mate. And I'm saying that to say is I realized that. Thankfully, I did. And I changed it. Because I realized the importance of you can't be someone else's peace unless you're at peace. And also, because you're not at peace doesn't mean that you should project that on other people. You know what I mean? That's why it's so important to practice that self-love and self-care and get by yourself and take care of yourself and love on yourself so you don't have to depend on other people to do it. And also during that time, that's how you get your peace. I mean, do we even know what peace is? Let's talk about that real quick and then we'll go. Peace is, it can be silence. It can be being still. It can be calm. It can be relaxed, whatever it looks like to you. I'm just giving you some examples. But how do you achieve peace? Most people that I speak to, most people that I've talked to will say, I have to get by myself and give me some peace. Or I have to have quietness in my home or in my environment to have peace. It's basically any area of your life that's free of chaos. Doesn't mean you can't be busy. It doesn't mean you cannot have a lot going on. It just means that you have to find time to find your own peace. Because family, you cannot extend peace to someone else unless you're at peace. And we also have to be mindful to make sure we're not doing that codependency thing. Make sure you don't have anyone in your life where you're constantly have to extend peace to them and they can't even reciprocate it. It's okay to be loving. It's okay to be caring. It's okay to be nurturing. And I will speak to my queens because I know a lot of times we do that. Kings, no offense. Y'all talk a lot about wanting us to be your peace. But I told my mate, I'll keep doing it. I'm fine with it. But just make sure you keep me in heaven because I'm an angel. I don't live in hell. I don't live in chaos. I don't live in all of those things. So if you want me to continue to be your peace, I'm basically saying continue to be mine. Continue to allow me Because you can't force someone, but just continue to allow me to be in a peaceful space so I can extend it to you, and make sure that when I'm extending it to you, you extend it back. So chime in, family, and tell me what you think. Do you feel that in order to be someone else's peace, you have to be at peace? Because I totally agree with that statement. I hope that I said something to inspire you all to just think a little bit about your environment and the people you associate with or the places you frequent. It does not matter if it's a romantic relationship or if you're a parent or if it's your family or if it's a friendship. Just evaluate it to see if there's peace there. And if not, control, alt, delete as needed. Until the next time we meet, family, I'm sending y'all peace and love. Namaste.